Alright guys, we're going to go over how to do just a basic push-up. There's a ton of different variations. Lots of them are fine. But if you haven't done one before, we're going to make sure you're doing a few fundamental things that are kind of universal throughout. So we'll just kind of start from the beginning and go from there. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is make sure that I'm not putting too much pressure on the front of my shoulders. So what I mean by that is when you do your push-up, we don't want to just fall into it, right? And just let your shoulder blades pinch together too much in the back and just relax down into it where you get your shoulder really doing the majority of the work and all the pressure's out the front. So when you're doing these push-ups, we want to try and think of staying strong, stable the entire time. That shoulder is engaged, chest is engaged, my back stays nice and neutral, right? So when I come down, everything is good and controlled. Right? I'm not doing this. Pinch my shoulders together. It's strong and stable. If you're not quite at a level yet that you can do that effectively, if you find that you're having to do this or this or whatever else, back it off. Start from your knees. Right? You can still get plenty exercise in, plenty of a workout in from your knees. You can still get plenty work in from your knees, but you can do it in a safer, more controlled position. Okay. Another thing to focus on when you're doing a push-up is where your arms are at, okay? So just the anatomy of your shoulder, the safest position is generally going to be more of a loose packed position of the joint. So abducted a little bit, about right here. You don't want to be forcing them way out here. You don't want to be tucking them in too close either for a majority of the time. We're just going to focus on this neutral position, which is abducted just a little bit, and that's what you're going to maintain. Right? My shoulders are staying down away from my ears and not hiking up near my ears. Staying strong and controlled as I do these. So the safest way to do a push-up, base level, this is what we're going to start with.